Hi guys, I'm Dr. Carrie with Mother Goose Chiropractic, and today I want to talk to you about something that is near and dear to my heart, and that is pregnancy care in our office. So chiropractic care during pregnancy, and why it is so important, and I believe a chiropractor should be on every mama's birth team and birth and labor and prep and all that kind of stuff. I've done it 3 times myself personally, so I know from experience. I don't know what I would do if it wasn't for chiropractic care during that specific time, because pregnancy, there's so much going on in a woman's body. There's different hormones that are released, your body's constantly growing and changing, your nervous system is constantly needing to adapt and grow that baby. And what chiropractic does for your body is it helps make sure that one, your brain and your body are communicating at 100%, that there's no interference from your brain to your uterus saying, hey, we're gonna grow this human, we're gonna grow a heart today, we're gonna grow this, lungs today, all these different things. We wanna make sure that there's no interference in that system. We also wanna make sure that structurally, everything is in place where it needs to be. This will become super, super important, especially towards the end of pregnancy. Why? Well, when babies are first developing, their head's up, but then what happens? Later on in pregnancy, baby needs to go head down in order to be delivered. And if baby doesn't have enough room to make that flip, it's not gonna happen. And then what happens? We end up with a breech pregnancy and interventions and things like that that mommy might not necessarily want. So we try and avoid that at all costs. We try and work with mom on her birth plan and to create all the goals that she's looking for during pregnancy and during that, especially that labor and delivery. There is tons of different kind of common issues, you could say, related with pregnancy. And one of those is obviously low back pain. We've got relaxin in our body flowing extra, so ligaments are starting to relax and get us ready for birth. But with that comes different pains and things that can pop up. A lot of people always think of low back because you're shifting, right? You got that anterior shift going on. So low back pain, definitely, pain going down the legs, just being uncomfortable. A lot of times too, we'll get what we call mom shoulders because mom's starting to kind of fall forward as everything shifts forward. So we like to address all of that. The pelvis sits like this in there. So another part of pregnancy care is making sure that your pelvis is where it needs to be for, like I said, so that baby can turn when it's time. Your uterus sits in your pelvis like a balloon and it's attached by ligaments. If we get a shift in our pelvis, it's like twisting that balloon. So what does that do? That makes it so there's not much space in there for baby to move around. So when it comes time to go head down, baby might be going, I'm trying here, mom, but I can't, I'm hitting a wall here. And so with pregnancy care, we make sure that everything is where it needs to be. We make sure all the ligaments are nice and loose so that there's no twisting in the uterus so that baby can flip. A lot of people have heard about Webster technique and the amazing benefits that has. We do practice Webster in the office, and just making sure that there's space for babies. So we don't flip breech babies, but we create the space for the babies to flip themselves. And we have a great success rate here in the office with doing that. Of course, we like to see mom all throughout pregnancy to not have to even worry about that when the time comes. But definitely common issues that we see: back pain, breech issues. A lot of times our moms come in and they just want, to feel their best during pregnancy, especially down here in Southwest Florida. It's hot. There's a lot of things going on. It's kind of crazy and hectic, and we want mom to be able to optimally function. We want you to be able to adapt to all the, not only the changes of your body, but the changes that are going on around us. Season and summer and all these kind of crazy things come up. We want you to live basically your best life during pregnancy. Why not, right? We deserve it. So the benefits of chiropractic care are not only physical and structural, but like I talked about, neurological. So your brain has to communicate down your spinal cord and out to everything in your body to be able to say, hey, we're gonna grow a heart today. We need to make sure we do this properly. What we don't want is interference in that system, or basically kind of like a circuit breaker tripped. So what chiropractic does is we work to fix and turn back on that circuit breaker. And in doing so, mom's brain is able to communicate easily with the rest of her body and say, hey, we're gonna do this today. We're gonna make this body part today. It's also important come labor. So labor and delivery comes, and there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of hormones, everything's kind of revving up. We want your nervous system to be as calm and relaxed as it can at the start of that process so that you have plenty of time to kind of have that give in your nervous system. If you're already stuck here in stressed, maxed, nervous system can't take much more mode, when you hit labor, there's not much for your body to go. And this is where we see a lot of interventions happen that mom might not necessarily want. And so we want to make sure your nervous system is idling down here, you're in rest and repair, you're as cool as a cucumber as you can get, so that we have tons of space to go when it comes time for labor and delivery. And that just helps mom overall. It helps decrease the amount of interventions that are needed. It helps have a smooth labor and delivery process, a smooth pregnancy. Mom feels her best. We love being a part of your pregnancy and birth team. Any other questions for me? I would love to answer them. Please do not feel free to reach out. Don't feel shy. Ask a million questions. We love it here. This is what we do. So mothergoosechiropractic.com.